According to a new report from Politico, more and more Wall Street bankers might be sitting out the 2024 election. Politico recently had the opportunity to talk to some bankers up on Wall Street, and they all basically told the same story. The story goes like this. We despise Donald Trump, and by God, we are ready for the Republican Party to move on from Donald Trump. But that other guy running on the Republican side, he is weak sauce. And that other guy, of course, is Ron DeSantis. So these big Republican donors on Wall Street are looking at it like, well, we hate Trump and he's not going to win. But then we're left with DeSantis, and this guy is even worse, and he's not going to win. Again, doesn't matter what the polls tell us right now. These big money people who have been major players in politics for decades, they know losers when they see them, and that's what they see with these guys. So that's important to keep in mind. So the Wall Street bankers are saying, screw it. I'm just going to keep my money. I technically don't have to give any to anybody, so I'm just going to keep it for me. Let me read you a couple quotes here. This is from one executive at a New York bank. Of course, they all spoke on the condition of anonymity. Said, DeSantis is certainly a better option than Trump at this point, but he's a really weak option. What we probably wind up with is a choice between a guy who is very old and wants to raise our taxes and re-regulate everything, and a guy who could be running from prison. I love how they always give up the game right there. It's like, we don't want to pay taxes. We don't want to have to be regulated, even though as we're watching more and more banks fail because of deregulation after the last banking crisis we had. We just want to be able to make money and not have government looking over our shoulders when we do criminal things and, make risky investments, and we don't want to pay more in taxes, so we're willing to go with the guy who might be running from prison. That's a hell of a statement. Kind of lets you know the mindset of those idiots on Wall Street. Another one said this. We know everyone hates us and that nobody running for president wants to be seen as the Wall Street candidate, so you'll probably see a lot of people just sitting this one out. Well, at least you have a little bit of self-awareness, right? They're looking at this situation like, look, everybody hates us anyway. I mean, look, we're a bunch of scumbags up here on Wall Street anyway. Just because we're not running around in, ski masks with pistols in our hands doesn't mean we're not crooks. We just dress a hell of a lot nicer, as Mike Papantonio loves to say. And they know that the public knows that now. So they're like, listen, we'll just keep our money. We won't do anything. We won't say anything. I'm going to call BS on this. I think when it comes down to it, once we get through the primaries, you'll see more and more say, well, yeah, Trump's a horrible human being, but do you really want to pay a couple dollars more per year in taxes? No, you don't. So give money to the horrible guy so that we don't have to pay more in taxes. That's what's going to happen probably about a year from now with all these Wall Street bankers. Oh, we don't want to touch Trump today. Sure. But let's hear what you have to say 12 months from now and see if it matches up to what you're saying today. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.